We warp in Amalia. No stick. Shelter at the Healer's Hawk. Take the Challenger. There we go. That's all it took. We are going to be playing Mono-ish White. It's your basic Mono White, but we are going to be putting in Amalia. So Amalia has the benefit of letting us dig through a deck. A lot of decks are playing the 4-mana Angel that allows you to draw a card every time you put a 1/1 counter on it. What I've run into playing is that we just don't get to that 4-mana point. A lot of games are stuck on 1, 2, or 3 mana. Getting to the 4th is not common. We do run a 20-land deck, so we decided to cut that Angel. We decided to run 4 Amalia instead. We are balancing out Halia and Lindens. We have 1 Linden, 4 Halias. Halia is a 3-drop, but can be played as a 1-drop with Warp. So still kind of almost slots down in the 1-drops here. Linden is a great card, but Linden is legendary, and we've had a lot of games where we end up with 2 or 3 Lindens in hand, which feels terrible. Leyline is just there for the starter. If we get to cast it later, cool, but a lot of games we just won't see a Leyline and won't play a Leyline. Healer's Hawk comes in as a 1-drop and gives us a evasive lifelinker that can fly over blockers and get us our life gain triggers. Hinterland Sanctifier allows us to gain a life every time we play a creature, and we have a ton of creatures. We have 31 creatures that are 2-drops or 1-drops. Bat takes the same function as Healer's Hawk, but gets us a scry if they kill one of our things. Vanguard, as long as we have 3 creatures out, we're getting a life gain as we move to combat. Pridemate is one of our life gain payoffs. Same thing with Essence Channeler. Essence Channeler is a little more powerful because as long as we've lost life this turn, it has flying and vigilance. That's why we're playing the 4 starting towns. And then if it dies, we get to put its counters on a different creature. Shelter by Ghosts is our sole removal source here, but it does also give a creature Ward 2 and +1 and lifelink. So putting a Shelter by Ghosts on an Amalia is great because then it's Ward 2 and pay 3 life. Makes Amalia very difficult to remove. Makes our Essence Channelers a little tougher to remove. Makes our Pridemates a little tougher to remove. Linden, if we can swing in with a board, we can gain a ton of life. Essentially at this point we have 12 creatures for our life gain payoffs, so we're just upping our odds of getting one of those in hand. Halia, basically a 3/3 Sanctifier, but also allows us to get that card draw. Leyline, if we gain life, we gain that much +1 instead. And as long as we are at 27 life or higher, all of our creatures get +2/+2. And then our standard land package, we got 7 plains, 4 courtyards, 4 godless, and 4 starting towns, and then a Lupin Flower. If we get stuck, it just gets us that little bit extra card draw. So that is Mono-ish White. Start out, we have a Sanctifier, a Bat. We only have Pain lands, but I think that's okay because we do have the Leyline. Alright, so we'll go ahead and shock this guy in and get a rabbit out. With the intention next turn to play a starting town and take another pain for an Amalia. They too have a rabbit. Okay. Amalia rips us the land, we're happy. Healer's Hawk. I don't think I want that because I have a Ruin Lurker and an Ajani's for next turn if I need it. We are not going to attack in with the rabbit. Opponent has second rabbit, better than first. Another plains. Opponent's going to gain a ton of life and draw a card. Holly is a really good draw for them at this point. We would love a third land. We will take a Halia. So we are going to life gain shenanigan this. We are going to play the Ruin Lurker. Gain a life, get an Amalia trigger. Vanguard's a great card. We'll take that. We're going to warp in the Halia. Take a pain for that. Then we're going to gain 2. Get 2 more Amalia triggers. Vanguard just keeps making Amalia bigger. And we are going to see if they want to give us a rabbit. They don't. They take 6. Perfect. Next turn, if we don't draw a land... Oh, they're going to shelter up the Amalia, aren't they? Yep, okay. It's fine. We get 6 damage in with her, and maybe we get a shelter to get her back later. And they're not going to come in with the rabbit. Or that. Yeah, I think we need to just get another payoff out there. And hopefully one of these Amalia triggers rips us a land. There it is. Never didn't have it. We are going to swing in with the bat. Another Amalia trigger. Another land for next turn. Perfect. And we are at 27, so Leyline is online. Opponent does not have a good attack here, but they do have a second sheltered by ghosts. Seems fine. I think next turn we go... So, now we have a... no, we don't. We can do that. So, we play a Sanctifier. Gain 2 life. We play a Vanguard. Gain 2 life. And we take a Pain and play a Channeler. Go to 32. Watch our Channeler get huge. And we swing in with the Flying Lifelinker, and opponent's done. Leyline in hand, 2 rabbits, a payoff, and a sheltered. That is a keeper every day of the week. Do need a black or a different payoff, but that's okay. Green elf, yep. Plains rabbit. If they play something nasty this turn, we can play a Plains and shelter it next turn. They don't, so we don't care. Bushwhack, good call. Good call. So we play a Plains. We go Sanctifier. I think we go Hawk this turn. Back to 22. Let's see what opponent has to answer that. Okay, they are going to hit us for 4 this turn. That's okay. Oh, they're going to bushwhack the rabbit. Oh boy, they are really mad at our rabbits. You know what that means, though? That means they don't have any giant payoffs. So I think next turn, if we don't draw a land, I think we shelter away the Chocobo. And then we fly over to game 3. Opponent's going to hit us with a really big elf. What does 3 do? 1 or more counters, put twice that many? Okay. There is our land. Now we can Vanguard, and next turn we can Amalia. Seems good. We get a 24. Opponent's just going to keep hitting us with this ever-increasing elves. I'm going to take 7 this turn. No, they're not swinging with the other elf. Okay. Yeah, no blocks. We are going to... Don't have an ETB life gain, so we'll just play the bat first. Then we'll play the Amalia. We will take a Pain. We're back to our starting life total for that. Vanguard triggers. Linden, great card. Okay. That is enough life now for all of our stuff to get bigger. And we play out the village. Opponent needs to have a really good answer now, and they don't. right, here we have 3 lands. We have a turn 1 play, we have a turn 2 payoff, and we have some card draw. Seems spectacular. Courtyard into Vanguard. Not the ideal turn 1/1 drop, but it is a turn 1/1 drop, so we'll take it. We are back on this deck again. So here, I think we want some cards. So we're gonna Amalia, gain a life. We're gonna bat, gain a life. Move to combat, gain a life, and swing in with a 2/2. End step here, we'll lose Amalia, but we'll draw a card. We get a ley line that's questionably valuable. Chocobo into Tifa. No. We do not have a 1-drop creature, so this time we are just putting a sheltered onto the, I think onto the Vanguard. And then we swing in. Not the greatest use of mana, but we had first Tifa. Why not second Tifa? We go to 22. All right. Do we want to start building up a payoff? If we put in Amalia, that does not give us the ability to draw a card this turn because we can't swing. Oh no, we can swing with the Vanguard, can't we? Yeah, they're not going to block with their Tifa. They're not morons. Okay, so we gain a life. We gain a life. Swing everything. Gain 4 more life. We are slowly but surely putting ourselves out of range of that giant Tifa. Ooh. Yeah, that's unfun. Okay. We are going to take 9 this turn. That's uncomfortable on a good day. I think we just eat it. Have anything else? They're probably holding up protection for one of those. That's fine. We are going to play a Sanctifier. And we have got to start building up. I think Channeler is the answer over Pridemate. If they do manage to kill Channeler, or if we have to block with Channeler, which we might have to next turn, we at least get some life gain there. Vanguard's still a good card. And I think the only thing that goes in is the bat. Yeah, because the Hydra's bigger than everything else right now. Opponent has responses. Nope. Channeler is in a good spot. We're at 24 life. We are probably going to have to block next turn. Put a counter on Tifa. We draw an Amalia. That's a great way next turn to oof. And I think we're dead. Tifa and Hydra are both going to have trample. They do get to play the card again. We'll go ahead and let them have the swing. There you go. Really big number for you, buddy. We have 2 lands. We have some 1-drops. We have a ley line in the opener. We have a payoff. Yep. we are hanging on to this. We will put that out. You got a chocobo. Okay, 2 life. Amalia trigger. Get us a land, lady. I don't want another one of those. We're going to take a little tickle from the chocobo here. I suppose they're deciding. I don't know what they're deciding. Durdle, durdle, durdle. Durdle, durdle, durdle. Okay, so we could Shelter by Ghosts onto Amalia, punch in, gain some life, get a trigger, or we could build our board and save that Sheltered by Ghosts for something that actually matters to us. So I think that's what we're going to do. We'll put out the bat. Cool. Now that. Okay, thank you. We have a lot of triggers coming up for him to, like, rope through. There's a great payoff for us. Because we have the Sheltered, so if something gets out of hand, we can shelter it. Swing in with both. Another Amalia trigger. She's just going to get bigger because we are going to hang on to the Pride Mate. Yep, it's a forest. Cool. Okay, so evidently it wasn't the Expanse, the only thing holding priority. We have a 1-mana spell in hand somehow. All right. Do we want to take away the Surak? I think we make that decision after combat. Because there's no... I mean, second life gain trigger, right? We just let Amalia keep getting huger. I don't think the Surak scares me. So we're going to put out a Pride Bane. And I think the Vanguard is the last piece that we want to keep. I mean, you escape tunnel again, it goes to 7, Amalia still kills it? You take it to 7, it goes to 3, you pay 3 life to bushwhack it with the Surak, that takes you to 9. I swing in with everything next turn and win. Questionable choice, young man. There we go. 1-drop, 2-drop Sheltered. Seems fine. Okay. There's our land. Yeah, we don't need to take pain on this. Starting town for the Pride Mate next turn. You burn spell for it? Hope so. Cool. 2 damage that did not go to my face. I love it. Challenger, good card. Our village. We don't have a way to put a significant blocker out in front of that thing. We're not going to draw off of that, are we? Alright. We just have to put out a Pride Mate and see if it lives. Nemesis, alright, no blocks. Our Pride Mate lives. Town. Healer's Hawk. Give me that, please. Thank you. And we cannot swing with that because they will put the Challenger in front of it to get their Nemesis back. Warp in Amalia. I accept. We warp in Amalia. No stick. Sheltered the Healer's Hawk. Take the Challenger. There we go. That's all it took.